So hello everybody, welcome back to another video. So today's video is going to be installing the Powerflex gearbox mounts to my Honda Civic Ep3. So I'll just show you it now, the little box it's come in. So it's quite a little fancy package that it comes in. So I got this off eBay. It was about £20. You can get these on your car parts, I do know as well. So yeah, this is it, and it basically just goes either side of your gearbox mount. So we'll take today's video, we'll jack the gearbox up and then take the mount out, install it, put the mount back in, and then we'll drop it in and see if it makes a difference. So basically my car, as you've seen in my last video, it's got the 421 downpipe on it. Because that is actually it's got the flexi joint and it's not really a cat, and it doesn't, you know, it's kind of a bit different. It is recommended, people have said that you will need these on your car to help with that, otherwise it'll put a lot of strain on your exhaust manifold at the top mount where it connects to your engine block. So that is why I'm going to be installing these, but also to help when the car is idling, because it kind of vibrates like the entire car, just because that mount is a bit worn down now. And yeah, so that should be what it'll fix, but we'll have a look and then I'll give my honest opinion whether it was worth doing or not. I'm going to be installing the suspension top mounts. I think there's like these little ones that they do for the top mounts, which go between the metal of the bodywork of the car and the mount. So we'll have a look at them, see if they do anything. But today's video is going to be installing that, so I'll just go ahead, get the car jacked up at the gearbox, and then I'll show you how I've done it, and then we'll get taking it off. Okay guys, as you can see in here, that is the gearbox mount. So this is it, just the bit in between, and basically these mounts fit just either side like that. So one goes that side, one goes that side, and the kind of the silver bits just clamp it onto the actual engine mount itself. So inside you can see the little rubbers, but this basically just adds the rubber to it. So to start off, we're going to remove the battery and the air intake, just so it's a bit easier to get to it. And then as you can see, this is the engine mount side, which I'll be going over shortly in the next video. So yeah, let's get that and that out. I've just got the car up on that because it's actually that low, the jack won't fit under, so yeah, I'll get this out and that, and then we'll be able to get to it. Okay guys, so here's a bit cold out, so I've got my hood up. But yeah, I've got the battery out and the battery tray, and sorry, the straps in the way, and the air intake is out. It literally took about 10 minutes just to do all that, so that's out. So yeah, here it is. It is the gear linkage up front. I'll be doing another video on that, changing these bushes. That's quite an easy job to do. You just take these two pins out, knock these bushes out, put new ones in. So yeah, we're doing a video on that, and up front in the cabin, as most people like to call it, changing the gear bushes up there as well. So that'll be another video. But yeah, here is the gearbox mount. So I'm going to get the jack underneath the car, and then we'll start taking these off. I've actually got a long socket over this, and it did come out pretty easy. So yeah, we'll have a look at these. Okay, so now that I've got the jack under the gearbox, there's not kind of any right place, I guess, or that I know of, to jack it up from. So I've just kind of done it in the middle on the flattest part. Don't know how you can see that, but yeah. So I've just done it till this car has just started coming up a bit, but I may have to just drop it down just so it, you know, all lines up right. But I've just done it just to be extra safe. So yeah, so let's go and get this out. So what it is I think it was a 17, so you need a 17 long socket. You just go over there, so you got one, got two, and then you've got a big one at the back. I don't know what that is that a 17? That is a 17. So you've got three there, and then there's just two down at the back. I don't know how you can see that, but there's two just like down at the back behind there, and then another one there. So I might have to get a spanner on that. And then there's just this one here, which is a 17 again. So it should be pretty easy to get out. So I'll just go ahead, get all these off, and then we'll have a look at it. Okay guys, just another useful thing to note here. This one bolt that's behind this, the battery tray at the bottom, which it sits on, it's got to come out. So there's two little bolts here that have to come out, and I was kind of pulling on it and I was wondering why it won't come out, but there's actually another two bolts underneath. So what you want to do is push that all the way back, and then this little cable here, you just got to kind of pry it over, and then you will have enough space just to get them two underneath. Okay guys, so it's been about another 15-20 minutes. I had a bit of trouble finding how to get the bottom of the battery tray off, so this is it. I just got it lent up here because I couldn't be bothered to take all these connectors off the grounds for it. Basically there's two bolts on the top, and there's actually two bolts hidden underneath, so you do have to kind of get like a socket under there. You have to pry that back up, and you have to push that all the way back so you can actually get underneath with the socket. So you take them two off, and it's kind of like, I don't know how it's put on. You can see it's like there's a bit of sealer or something which holds it on. So once you've got all the bolts off, you just kind of have to keep pulling on it till it kind of breaks off of there. So once you've got it off there, to get these two bolts off down here, it is going to be a 17 spanner. So basically all I did to get this off without, you know, completely breaking my hand, was putting it on there. This first one actually got off quite okay. I just kind of pulled it till it went on. This one at the back here, kind of put it on, and then I got kind of like a hammer, pushed it up against the spanner and pushed it, and then it kind of cracked it because they're on quite tight. I didn't want to kind of, you know, push my hand back and then kind of whack my hand into the AC line bit, but so that's how you get that off. Another little pointer which I just thought about, before you actually take this off, I've got it half out, you want to crack this centre bolt because you won't obviously have any leverage to, you know, crack it on when it's out of the car. So you just want to get this. I actually had to get a breaker bar on this. It's a 17, so it only just came off with the breaker bar. It was quite tight on, so just make sure that when you're doing it back up you can torque it if you can, because that'll be quite important because this is on quite tight. So that is out now, so I can take this off and then it'll come out of the car. Okay guys, so here we have it. So we've got the bottom piece off, and then we've got the actual bit where the bush sits in here. So as you can see, these are very worn. I mean, they literally just peel off, so you do have to actually take these off before it's in the car, but it's literally just not even really connected. It's kind of split, and it's all just a bit worn down a bit. I mean, that just came off like, I mean, they're meant to come off quite easy, but like, it's just a bit, it's really just thin, kind of spongy, and you can actually push it in quite a lot with your hands. So they are the old inserts, and then get the new ones out of the fancy packaging that they've got. So these are the new ones, and apparently I've read quickly about them, and people are saying that they kind of don't fit right or something, but the company says that they're meant to be like that, so they won't actually fit correctly. They won't be flush all the way around, but yeah. So you've got the two bits here, and then you've got the grease that they give you, special bush grease, very special high quality grease, obviously, from Powerflex. So yeah, basically all these do now are push in. So let me just put the camera somewhere and then I'll show you. Not open apparently. Just split it. There we go. Can't even get the packet open, and it's got a little special tab on the top. Right, okay, here we go. So you just want to put just a bit of grease on this one. So just put all the grease on here. There's not actually a lot of grease in the packet, I have to say, but I'll put that on there. Get grease all over my hands. Okay, so we've got it all on, and then we'll just rub it around this bush. Just get it all around the bit here. Just get it all around there. Get it all over each side, every little section. Then we'll put some on this one. Get it all evened out. So sorry if you can't really see this, but basically you just have to get the grease just all over. Obviously the inside bit, you don't need it on the outside. Well, you could put a bit, I guess, around the hole on the outside. Lap a bit off that. All around there, on the inside, off the face. Okay, one a bit more off. A bit more. Okay, so I think that is about it. So we'll just go ahead and insert the inserts. Just goes in there like that. Push that in. Doesn't sit flush, but it's not meant to, apparently. There we go. These do actually seem really nice though, because they do actually sit all the way in instead of these crappy OEM ones. Sorry, I'm just pushing it on, guys. Seem to line up too well, like people have been saying. Let me just grab a hammer, just hammer it on. Oh, the camera's fallen over. So I'm just gonna try whacking it on a bit. See if that helps. Not really. So, okay, they're in but they're not in, so now I've got to try and get that somehow in between that, which is going to be the biggest issue. So I don't know how we're going to do that, but I have to find a way. Oh yeah, there's quite a lot of room that's got to go there for that to actually fit. So which way does this need to be up? It needs to be like that, so it needs to be in there. So you just got to find the orientation as well that it goes in at. Got to make sure you don't like rip your fingers off while you're doing this, because it really just doesn't fit. Okay, I'm just going to get a pair of clamps and just try and clamp these together real quick. So welcome back, guys. So after a bit of hard work, it is actually over the bracket. You've just got to kind of clamp them together as much as you can, just to squeeze it over. Do make sure that the bracket is the right way up with the 2 bolts at the bottom. So yeah, that is how you do it. You just got to clamp it enough to get it over, and then you'll be sound. As well, the engine mounts have arrived for the engine mount, so they will be going in soon in another video. I'll do a separate video showing you how to do that. So yeah, let's get this back in the car. So guys, I've just got back from driving it with the gearbox mount in, and it is honestly ridiculous the difference it makes. The accelerator doesn't feel as kind of like slippy, it's kind of more progressive when you press it. Before it felt like really loose and a bit off, but now it feels way different. And the car doesn't vibrate when you're idling it. It's like the tiniest amount, but I think I know why. It's with the exhaust touching, so it's got rid of the vibration in here. Although for some reason sixth seems to get hard. It seems quite hard to get into, so I don't quite know why that is. Only when driving though, so I don't know kind of why that's done that. I don't know if it's something on there, but anyway, this is probably the best £20 I've ever spent, so I would definitely recommend these mounts. So yeah, hope you enjoyed today's video. Do check out my other videos. If you did enjoy today's video, please do subscribe, drop a like. Yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you for watching.